All right. Can you hear me? Can you hear the game audio? That's a question. Uh, audio output capture? Question mark. Um, audio output capture. All right. So, should be working now. All right. So, last week we finished up Super Robot Wars 30. Today, we're going to get started with my favorite Super Robot Wars game, Super Robot Wars W. Now, this game is a little bit tougher than Super Robot Wars 30 was, so let's get started with it. Changes in the century since the establishment of the Alliance space calendar. At the end of the old era, Earth's economy and social order had begun to collapse due to the exhaustion of natural resources, environmental degradation, and gross overpopulation. International conflicts spread across the Earth's sphere on a daily basis, ultimately resulting in the outbreak of the Third World War. Humanity, terrified and dismayed by the war it had wrought, sought to end the fighting through the unification of all nations and peoples. And so it was that the Earth's sphere unified nations, ISUN, came to be, with dominion over all political, economic, and military matters. With the subjugation of the independent lunar metropolis, defiant to the very end, in the so-called Lunar War, the age of the Alliance space calendar officially began. The ISUN sought to heal the ravages of war by developing the new frontier, space. The Third World War brought about massive leaps forward in the fields of physics and energy sources, laying the groundwork for the greatest project humanity had ever undertaken. Hey, RPD! From the construction of the space colonies and redevelopment of the moon's surface to terraforming of Mars and deep space exploration, space was not just the new frontier, but an endless ocean filled with hope. In a staggeringly short amount of time, numerous planetary cities and space colonies were constructed. By the beginning of the Alliance space calendar, when the influence of mankind reached as far as the orbit of Mars, could be called Earth's honeymoon with space. However, this honeymoon would wane with time. This is going too fast. Let me just pause that. As the passion for space development that gripped all society slowly cooled, the dictatorial tendencies of a handful of politicians sapped the ISUN of its founding principles. The colonies were subjected to especially heavy oppression and answered just as fiercely. The resulting conflicts between Oz, the de facto rulers of the ISUN, and those who opposed them eventually gripped the entire Earth sphere. This conflict, known as the Revolutionary War, ended with the death in battle of ISUN's sovereign, Tres Kushanada, and, as per his hidden will, the world was reborn under the banner of republicanism, where every nation and people were valued alike. At the start of the old era, sovereignty was returned to the individual countries, and the new United Nations was founded as the means of consolidating their voices. That was the Alliance Space Calendar year 98. This date also marked the moment where Earth and its peoples would come to face with a series of threats from outer space. Beginning with the failure of the Signalite project, sent in year 97 to explore the constellation Cygnus, and the crash landing of the giant artificial object known as EI-01, humanity found itself under assault from hostile alien forces following the Revolutionary War. Traffic between Earth and space would also become severely limited when beings known as the Radam attacked and quickly occupied the nearly completed orbital ring. Moreover, incursions by alien civilizations from Jupiter, dubbed the Jovian Lizards, resulted in the destruction of the colonies on the Martian surface and the total retreat of humanity from the Mars sphere. Yup. This text scroll is pretty long because it's got to explain a lot of pre-game stuff. At the same time on Earth, developments in technology resulted in a new menace to society: terrorist attacks via robotic weapons. Mankind had but taken its first steps under the new United Nations when these threats wrought terror and instability, making peace a distant dream once more. As a result, lingering issues were left unsolved, a cancer growing over the years within the heart of society. Factoring in the increased tyranny of the privileged classes, plus the discord between naturals and genetically modified humans called coordinators, the stage is set for another war between fellow humans. It is the year 99 of the Alliance space calendar. The world is about to enter a new age of conflict in which even tomorrow is uncertain. Aerospace R&D Agency Archives excerpt from White Paper on Space Development, Chapter 1, Introduction. Trailers. At the outset of the Alliance space calendar, mankind's honeymoon with space led to the birth of a new occupation for those who called space home. Space home. Trailers. Trailers were contractors, transporting essential materials for colony construction and terraforming, and played a major role supporting the development of space behind the scenes. Their numbers grew in step with demand, and their duties diversified from mere transports to pioneering new routes and exploring unknown space. However, they soon became an issue to the Isun and its plans to monopolize commerce and distribution. Severe restrictions stripped trailers of their livelihood, forcing them to abandon their origins as couriers and pioneers to take on different jobs. Some would be contracted to protect merchant vessels, while others would be contracted to rob those same vessels. Some trailers even lowered themselves to plundering and smuggling of their own volition, soon coming to be known as space pirates. Now, nearly a century after the institution of the Alliance Space Calendar, most of society takes the terms trailer and space pirate as synonyms. Yeah. However, it is an indisputable fact that some individuals exist who inherit the character and pioneering spirit of the trailers of yore. These true trailers, from their dwellings in the hidden colony Bit, pride themselves as spacemen, people who live in space, and, to this day, still accept the most difficult and dangerous of jobs. Encyclopedia Galactica. Trailers. Alright! Here is our character generation. So, unlike in Super Robot Wars 30, we get a lot of choices here. We only get the one face, we only have Kazuma, but we can change his name. We can change the name of his unit, the Valhawk. We can change the name of our battleship, the Valstork. We can even change the name of all of our weapons. Although we won't. Because we're just going to go with the defaults, and we're going to confirm this. Next, we get the choice of favorite series. This is a feature that all of the handheld Super Robot Wars games have had. I don't know if all of them, but most of them. Where we get to choose some of the series participating in this game as favorites. Any series that is marked as a favorite will get bonuses. We will get additional money and experience points when our favorite units score kills. And our favorite units can be upgraded more than other units. We get to choose 3 series as favorites, and our options are our original units, which I'm going to choose because the Valhawk is really cool, our Mobile Suit Gundam Wing Endless Waltz units, the Martian Successor Nadesco units, the Tekmen Blade series, the Full Metal Panic series, Shin Getter Robo from the manga, Mazen Kaiser, the King of Braves Gao Gaigar, which I will choose because I love me some Gao Gaigar, or the Beast King Go Lion, better known in the US as Voltron. I'm not actually sure which other series I'm going to mark as a favorite. One thing you might note is that the funds and XP multipliers are different for the different series. This is based on how many units from this series we will gain access to. We will only gain 1 unit from Getter Robo, so we get the full 1.5x multiplier. Whereas the King of Braves Gao Gaigar gets many units, and so only has a 1.25x multiplier. Pikmin Blade's very strong. Let's go with Gundam Wing. Gundam Wing's pretty cool. June 13th, 99, Alliance Space Calendar. Ship's log. It's been 2 full weeks now. Still no new job. Still hanging out on Bit. The Junk Guild's stuck here too. We've tinkered with pretty much everything metal on this rock. But the real problem is that nearly all of our last paycheck went into repairs. Bankruptcy number 36, here we come. But hey, at least the next log should be on a ship that's actually done doing ship things. That says we got some new clients coming up. And guess where the destination is? Earth! So long, boring log entries. Tomorrow we set sail for awesome and never look back. Shuttles have problems. It happens. I get it. We gotta get back to Earth. Why would we have to get stuck with trailers? All I know is, if you need something moved in space, you call a trailer. But you seem to have a history with them, Duo. That's one way of putting it. My sweeper team got up close and personal with them all the time. Let's just say I could have gone the rest of my life without seeing another one. How so? Look, the idea of trailers being delivery boys is left over from the expansion days. Now they mainly deliver from passing trade ships to themselves. Or from the military to the wrong hands. Sure, if they're transporting us, but you can bet they were paid a pretty penny under the table. If you ask me, they ought to cut the crap and call themselves what they are. Space pirates. Now that you mention it, Bit wasn't on the official star charts. Oh yeah, I knew they had their little hives around, but I never had the pleasure of visiting one. And how did Lady Unan even know about this place? Sure, she's the Preventor's boss, but still. If they're as bad as you say they are, I'm surprised she's recommending us to them at all. Desperate times, bud. We need a ride to Earth, and the Preventors can't send their own. Besides, this op's ultra-classified. We gotta stick to the shadows, and that's trailer turf. Yeah, this intel has to make it back to HQ, at all costs. Well, any transport's better than none. We just have to take the rest as it comes. I know what to do if the trailers try anything funny. What is that exactly? A little something they call space jacking. These guys are scum, Quache. Being gracious guests ain't on the menu. Understood. I'll keep my eyes peeled. They should be here any minute now. I'm not expecting a limousine or anything, just a nice quiet ride. That's all. You hear me, Valstork? Valstork family? So, are you guys Quache Rabura winner and Hiro Yui? Yes, that's us. And you are? Kazuma Artigun. I'm with the Valstork family. Was babysitting in our service contract, or are they just messing with us? Watch your mouth, Chuckles. Keep it the attitude and I'll rip off the braid and use it to snag a space whale. Wow, I haven't heard a good thing about the trailers, and somehow I'm still disappointed. Something tells me I'm gonna have to get used to that feeling. Are you deaf or just too plain to stupid to understand a warning? Oh man, did I say that out loud? What, you think I'm just some little kid? I got news for you, pal. I'm a seasoned trailer, raised to call the great wide void home. You better not mess with me, got that? Hell, we're basically the same age. You do you, bro. Just don't forget, the customer's always right. Oh, sorry, you're not old enough to know how to treat a customer? Alright, you're gonna get it now, you son of a... That's enough, Kazuma! Mihiro, what are you doing here? Dad sent me. He wanted to make sure you were treating the clients right. The old fart trusts you more than me? Typical. Sorry, who are you? I'm Mihiro Artigun. I'm here to welcome you to our humble vessel. We sincerely apologize for my brother's behavior. It won't happen again. Damn it, Mihiro, I didn't need you to apologize to you pricks. Apologies to these pricks? What's the matter with you? Did you forget the trailer tenets? Kindness for customers and care for cargo. She's your little sister? Could have fooled me, that's for sure. I thought I told you to shut your pipe down, Kazuma. Dad! I sent you to welcome clients and you pick a fight with them? Do you want us to go bankrupt? But you can make your excuses back on the Valstork after you've made the guest beds. But that's Carrot's job. Don't make me repeat myself. You means you. Fine, I'm going already. Now to business, Mr. Winter and Mr. Yui, yes? My apologies for the delay. Mr. Blessfield Artigun, I assume? That's me. I'm the head of the Valstork family. I'm also the father of Mihiro here, as well as Kazuma, truly begging your pardon. It's a pleasure to do business with you, Captain Blessfield. Please, no need for formalities, call me Bless. Didn't you say these were space pirates? He seems like a perfect gentleman. No way, did you see his kid? Total OG thump. This guy's just better at putting on an act. I bet the girl's in on it, too. Excuse me, did you need something? Sorry, just talking about our business. I see. By the way, how'd you two like duck? Duck? I'm not opposed to it, I suppose. Dad, did you... I thought our guests deserve a warm welcome, so I took a trip to the market. And I just happened to be passing by the docks on my way back, and here we are. And if it's alright with you, gentlemen, I'd like to treat you to dinner before we leave port. It'll be an excellent opportunity to introduce my crew and discuss our job in more detail. I hope you'll accept. It'd be such a waste of good duck, and I know my way around roasting one if I do say so myself. You've got to try my dad's cooking. I promise you've never had anything like it. Well, okay. We'd love to join you, Captain Bless. Wonderful. Mihiro, tell Shihomi to prep the oven. You got it. Want your back, Quache. We don't know what this old man's got up his sleeve. Really? They seem nice. Even the kid didn't seem that bad. Don't fall for it. He says he's roasting a duck, but I bet he's looking to cook our goose. Oh, you're being paranoid. You're even using Hiro's name as an alias. I mean, that's just... Like he hasn't done the same to me. He'll understand. Can I help you? Or is this more of your business, Mr. Hiro Yui? Yeah, it is, if you don't mind. You know, something about this old man bugs me. Why do I get the feeling I've seen him before? Does everyone have their plate? Let's eat then. I'm not going to wait for Kazuma? Never mind him, Shihomi. You want to eat cold duck on his account? Akane's right. The smell alone is quite simply divine. You guys, just give him a few more minutes. I'm okay with waiting for him. Don't trouble yourselves one bit, sirs. We got a trailer tenant for just this kind of thing. A trailer tenant? What's that? Well, this one goes. Food is like iron. Strike while it's hot. Can do. Tenants? They're surprisingly old-fashioned, aren't they, Duo? Duo? Want to know my new tenant? Don't talk to me till my plate's clean. Chomp. See, Mr. Hiro? I told you. You sure did. Whatever they paid you, you just delivered and we're not even out of port. Since we're all here, let me introduce you to the Valstork family. As you know, my name is Blessfield Artigun. I act as the captain of the Valstork, our private interstellar transport vessel. You've also met my youngest daughter, Mihiro. This is my eldest, Shihomi, and then Akane. Shihomi Artigun, charmed. I manage sensors and comms. Akane Artigun, I'm the guns. Pleased to meet ya. Guns? Your ship's armed? It's a dangerous world out in the void. The only ones watching out for us are ourselves. The Alliance sure isn't. They'd sooner lock us all up. So we gotta be able to take it and dish it out. You mean, fish it out, Akane. That's the expression. Huh? Really? Dang, I've said it wrong all this time. No, it's definitely Dish It Out. Stupid Horace, quit messing with me. Dear me, can't you take a joke? This is Horace Horian. Despite his, personality, I promise his piloting abilities are very serious. Wait, you're not an arty gun? Not yet, at least. We'll see if either Shihomi or Mihiro have anything to say about that. Oh, Horace, you tease. That's still not funny. Wait, aren't you forgetting someone on that list? Looks like I'm bringing up the rear, eh? Last but very much not least, the Valstorp family's own guru, Gurant Cabellinario? I don't know how to pronounce that name! Sorry, Gurant. Ah, come on now, I'm more of a hermit than anything these days. And yet the legend of Hellfist Gurant, mentor to bless the Hawkeye, is still very much alive, to every trailer in the system. I should say you can't send yourself to a home just yet. Did you just say Hellfist and Hawkeye? Sorry I'm late, gang. Yo, Shihomi, which plate's mine? Here you are, sweetie. Did you wash your hands? Mind your manners, Kazuma. We have company. Cabellinario. Thank you. Thank you, RPD. Give me a break, Dad. Wait, you mean we're actually working for these clowns? Clowns? Young man, do you need a refresher on Trailer 101? Your mouth is good for something other than shoveling food into, you know? Hey, hold up. Shouldn't you fill me in on what the job actually is before anything else? Huh? What's up, Chuckles? Something on my face? Don't tell me Dad screwed up the recipe. That'd be a sign of the end times. I suppose I'll take over. You should have heard most of it from our superiors, but in short, we'd like you to transport us some 2 pieces of cargo to Earth. My goodness, Earth? Whoa, Earth? Does that mean you two are from there? Well, we were working there, but we were born out in the colonies. As for us, we operate mainly between the Lagrange points and the Moon. I believe this vessel hasn't been to Earth in several years. I've never been there. Kazuma hasn't either. Really? You haven't? Well, yeah. Kazuma and Mihiro have a lot of growing up to do. Shut up, Kenny. You got some growing up to do too, right in that washboard you call a rack. Why, you little... Enough, Kazuma. You know very well that if there's one thing that makes you a child, it's that hair-trigger temper. Yeah, I know. I'm just the black sheep of the great Hawkeye's family, right? Kazuma. Dad, Kazuma, the clients are watching. No, dear, please accept my deepest apologies. Our behavior was inexcusable. If I may ask, how did you guys settle on us for your trip? I mean, I'm certain you wouldn't need trailers just to ferry you to Earth. Don't forget our cargo, and it's a rush job. Besides, you don't trust the Aerospace R&D Agency's flights to make it to Earth. No surprise there. You're well informed, I see. Trailers live and die on their intel. Word is, the upper atmosphere is infested with the radon from their nests in the upper orbital ring. And the Alliance has its hands full with the Jovian lizards. Plus, you got the Earth nations and the colonies staring daggers at each other. It is rather dangerous to attempt travel from the colonies to Earth right now. And you want us to bodyguard you through that gauntlet? That's the long and short of it? Step off, Kazuma. Easy, Dad. I never said that was going to be a problem. Huh? You guys made the right call if that's what you're after. We're the very best in the biz. Sit back and relax. You and your cargo are going to get to Earth without a scratch. Know why? Because we're the trailers of the Valstorp family. Kazuma. There's just a little matter of compensation. 5,000 G up front, 10k on completion. Well, at least he's got a grown-up-sized head. What? Well, if you got the cash, we'll deliver. The Valstorp might not be big, but it's as fast as anything out there. You'll be on Earth before you can say space bugs. Thank you very much. That's settled, right, hero? Sure, I guess. Then I say we practice the old tenet. Do right by yourself and right by the customer. Current, we're leaving port tomorrow. Our guest quarters are already set for them, right? Aye, Captain. The ship's all repaired and refueled. You could go now if you had a mind. Take care of things around here, Grandpa. Let me guess, you want us to bring you some souvenir, your reading glasses and a bow tie? You cheeky little bird, you. Watch yourself, because if you come back with so much as a dent on your mech, I'll put a wrench in your skull. Chill! One day or another, you and Dad are going to have to realize that I know what I'm doing. Chapter 1. The Sea of Space Awaits. These chapters are going to be numbered, because this game is linear, unlike Super Robot Wars 30. Later, Kazuma. Hope to see you again soon. Hey, it's Lo. You too, Lo. Give Professor and Liam my regards. Be careful out there, Mihiro. Tell your sisters I said hi. I will. Take care of yourself, Kasato. That was the Junk Guild. Whose ship was that? The Junk Guild. They're friends of ours. We were setting off at the same time, so they tagged along with us up here. Sounds like the trailers and the Junkmen have a pretty good relationship. Well, yeah, folks gotta stick together if they want to make it out in space. Really? Yes. What do you look so surprised for? This game is, I believe, 48 stages. We just heard that the trailers are, well, basically pirates. Oh yeah? Who the hell from? Kazuma. Back off, Kazuma. Get your post. But Dad, didn't you hear? They think we're pirates. Hang on, is that why you gave me crap when I came to get you? A man shows his worth with his actions, not his mouth. But don't make me repeat myself. Fine. Here, I'll show you two to your seats. Thanks, Mihiro. I'm a bit surprised that you're working too. My brother and I have our own jobs to do. Greetings. Would you like some coffee? Whoa, what's that thing? I am Carrot, this vessel's support robot. She was made with the ship, as a matter of fact. This little guy's a real Swiss Army knife. Cooking, cleaning, laundry, even ship function support. You name it, he does it. You flatter me, Miss Akane. Yeah, that's high class. Not many ships have their own support bot. Come to think of it, the ship doesn't look anything like the standard Alliance battleships. I wouldn't expect it to. You see, the Valstork is... Warning! Incoming message from Liam aboard the home. Several unknowns are closing in. Now? Boss, it must be them. They were just waiting for us to move out a bit to make their move, eh? Is something wrong? You want to see some real-life space pirates? Well, you're in luck. What? Lose them, Horace. Push the engine into the red if you have to. Aye aye. Hold on, sirs. This might get bumpy. Hold up, Dad. You're not actually thinking of having us turn tail and run, are you? A trailer's first and foremost priority is the fulfillment of the contract. We can't risk endangering our clients. We can't risk letting this bunch run loose either. They're on course for bid. We let them go and they'll just hurt other folks. I get that the job's important, but if we run out on this, we'll be a disgrace to the trailer name. Kazuma, you sure you can handle it? Absolutely, or I wouldn't have said it right in front of the clients. I'm good for it. Kazuma, I'm ready too. Distance, 3,000 in closing. They'll be in visual range soon. What's your call, Dad? All hands, battle stations. The Valstork's moving to intercept the space pirates. Our honor as trailers demands it. Copy that. Let's do this. Don't slack off, Horace. I should say the same, Akane. Remember, wasted ammo is wasted money. Come on, Mihiro. Right. Kazuma, Mihiro, wait. Quattro and Hiro, right? Just stay here and watch. We'll show you exactly what the difference is between a space pirate and a genuine trailer. A genuine... Hostiles incoming. Those are Alliance units. They could be deserters, or just thugs using Alliance X off the black market. Regardless, those space pirates are wholly different animals from proper trailers. As I'm sure you've realized by now... Oh, yes? To Mr. Duo Maxwell? How do you... They're bombarding the ship. What's the holdup, Kazuma? Get going! Sorry, Kaney. We're ready now. Booting mission disk. Initiating battle program. Ready the catapult. Get out there, Kazuma! Valhawk, Air Force mode. Launching! Off we go, Mihiro. What the? That thing's fast! What kind of machine is that? Our databank's got zilch on it. Bet you think you can get away with anything, eh? Well, that just ended. You guys are making True Blue trailers look bad. The hell's this kid on about? Screw it. No data means it's a rare. We just hit the jackpot, boys. The junkmen will pay through their noses for this scrap. Talks cheap, scumbag. You're all gonna get what you deserve. I swear it on the trailer's good name. Link engine balancers are green. Weapon safety's disengaged. Shift to CQC mode confirmed. I'm coming for you, freak. Close combat mode, go! The mech transformed? Captain Bless, is that... Yep, that's our secret weapon, the Valhawk. We'd better move in too, Dad. We can't let Kazuma handle all this by his lonesome. Right you are. Valstork, full speed ahead. Cover the Valhawk. Aye aye, here we go. Kazuma, all systems are green across the board. Oh yeah, time to give these crooks an eyeful of the real trailer soul. Alright, let's get started. So, as you can tell, this game is on the DS. And up top, on our top screen, we have a mini-map. It'll also tell us the details of the tile I'm hovering on. Right now, we've got a bunch of empty space, but we've also got these asteroids that give plus 20 to our defense and evasion while we're sitting on them. They'll obstruct our movement a little bit, though. Now, unlike in more recent Super Robot Wars games, we don't know the stats of these enemy units. This is a Taurus, and I happen to know what a Taurus's stats are like, but we don't know yet. Until we fight it, we've got no clue. We do have a spirit command called Scan that'll let us look at these without having to fight. What we do have is the stats of our units. Let's start with the Valstork. As you can see, the Valstork is piloted by Captain Bless, who is currently level 6. He has 1 level of support attack, no level of support request, which is a skill unique to this game. He's got 100 points of will right now, and 0 points of support defend. You can see his melee and ranged stats, defense and skill, evasion and hit rate. You can also see how much XP he needs before he levels up, how many kills he has, and how many battle points he has. We'll talk about those when we get to the intermission. You can also see his spirit commands. He has Grit and Metal, which we'll look at in just a moment. He also has 70 out of 70 SP. Now, you might remember, back in 30, our SP started at half. In this game, we start at full SP, which is great. On the flip side, in Super Robot Wars 30, we regenerated 5 SP a turn. In this game, we have no SP regeneration at all. We can also look at the Valstork stats. It's big and tanky, with 12,000 HP and 1,400 armor. Just like a battleship. Like any good battleship. It has size of 2L, which means it takes less damage from small units and has a harder time hitting small units. Or it would if this game worked quite right. There's a bug. Size modifiers don't actually apply to evasion, only damage. We can also look at the other features of this unit. The Valstork has the load command. Just like our battleships in 30, we can load units on board. As for its weapons, it has space torpedoes, a guided micro-missile launcher for guided micro-missiles for a map attack. Which is just a small map. We'll look at that later. It's got its Omni Beam launcher and its dual proton cannons, the big guns. The Omni Beam launcher is a beam weapon with that B tag. The micro missiles are a map weapon with the M tag, and none of these weapons can be used post movement. None of them have the P tag. You can also see that Bless has Prevail level 3 and Leadership level 1. And hold on a sec. What's this about subpilots? Can I click on this? There we go. Subpilots. In addition to Bless, Mihiro is here, or Shihomi is here, with Trust and Mercy. Akane has Strike and Guts. Horus has Excel and Scan, and that's it. Up here, we have the Valhawk. We can see, again, stats. This has the ability Shield. When it defends, it takes less damage. It has Sword equipped and Gun. These work with certain pilot skills to allow Kazuma to shoot down or incoming missiles or parry incoming sword strikes. And it can change, it can transform. Here are its attacks, and you can see it has the post-movement tag, the P tag, on a lot of them. It also has this combo tag, or C, on some of these. That won't matter until we get the combo ability. You can see that Kazuma has parry, which enables him to use his sword, and shoot down, which enables him to use the gun, and shield defense, which enables him to use his shield. Alright, without further ado, though, let's get started. We're going to bring the Valstork up. And that's the wrong button. We are going to have Kazuma use Focus. And Mihiro is here too, and she has Cheer, although she doesn't have a lot of SP. Focus, just like in Super Robot Wars 30, provides plus 15% hit and evasion rate. They are very astray. Hey, Nadesco fan. Let's take a shot over... where can I take a shot? Let's take a shot over at this Mobius. You got a lot of nerve using us trailers as a front for your crap. Buckle up. I'm here to give you a crash course on what the trailer's soul is about. Pick up the pace, creep. Crap, I don't know if I can hit this. Back me up with the targeting, please. Roger that. Target locked. Don't need ammo when I'm the bullet. Try and stop me. You're going too fast, Kazuma. Run him through. They got me. One of the things that I quite like about this game is that basically all of Kazuma's attacks have dynamic kills. Hey, we got a repair kit from that guy. Alright, let's move to the next turn. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Yoo-hoo, Slowpoke. Try to catch me. Oh yeah, I'm ready to rock. The Valhawk's the real deal, you hear? You can talk it up after you've hit your mark. There's your chance, Kazuma. Okay, full throttle. Suck on this. Ah! Good crit. More repair kits. One thing to note about those repair kits is, unlike in Super Robot Wars 30, in this game, repair kits are truly one use. If we use them, they're gone. We don't get to use them on future stages. Also a thing to note is that we can't cast spirits during the enemy turn, unlike in 30. We have to plan things ahead of time. Been a while since we've seen combat. Is everyone ready? I'll locate the enemy and forecast their trajectories for you, Kane. Please do, sis. Keep us steady, Horace. I can't turn out a request from you. Let's get to work. Player hate the game. Not a big hit, but the damage is still damage. We can't be negligent. Turn the ship around. This one deserves a punch to the jaw. Ready the main guns. Already done. Lighting them up. This stage, pretty easy. Ooh, propellant tank. Counter. Right, that requires more build. Must be loaded. Hand it all over. The Taurus's beam cannon. It's a pretty cool looking attack. Shh, are we being too predictable? Enemy sighted. Distance 3,500. Perfect. Shoot it down. Dad, main guns are locked, loaded, and ready to fire. Make it so. I love that that all of the different members of the Artigan family get their own cut-ins for these attacks. It's cool. My unit's crapping out. Alright, and player phase. Let's cut this guy in half. Kazuma, don't try anything crazy. Heh, crazy? I'll show you crazy, my hero. Rayblade, action! Yeah! Yeah! Target confirmed down. Relaying data on the next one. Aye aye, let's keep this up. And there's our first level up. I give up. Mercy, please let me live. Don't shoot. Kazuma? I may hate your guts, but if I shot you, I'd be just as bad. One moment. I need to adjust volume. Alright. Very good, Kazuma. Remember this, pirate. We trailers value human life above anything. No one survives the void alone. We gotta be a community. Bless your heart, kid. I'll never forget this kindness. I swear it. You better start saying your prayers, because the trailers don't cut criminals any slack. Alright, thanks, Wilder. Thanks for letting me know, Wilder. Oh, crap. Also, thanks for joining! Good work, Kazuma. Bit's already called, and they're sending folks to pick him up. How about it, Dad? Feel like maybe it's time to start giving me some credit? Kazuma, watch out! What's going on, sis? Several unknowns just entered attack range. They're so small and fast, we didn't pick them up. Unknowns? Oh, come on. You telling me I did that whole honorable bit for nothing? Unknowns incoming. What the hell are those? I've never seen anything like them. Okay, and if we'd seen them before, they wouldn't be unknowns. Well, gee, you think? Stupid Horace. They're about the size of a tall human, and they look like... Are those Tekkamen? They do kind of resemble the Radham's commanders, but... Doesn't matter what those are. They're looking for a fight, so we gotta give them one, I suppose. And we don't know what they're packing, so we'll hold nothing back. Attack! Getting a beat on those things is like trying to blast a fly with a bazooka. Are we gonna be okay, Kazuma? Here's some advice, my hero. The worse things look, the more you gotta keep on pushing. Give those guys an opening and they'll swarm you. Okay. Come on, you shrimps. You don't get to shoot us in the back and ask for any mercy. We're gonna move up here. Give Kazuma a commander bonus. And these Ides are the enemies that we're gonna have to deal with. They're from Detonator Orgun, if memory serves. Quit zipping around. Sheesh, I hate these things already. Don't let their speed trip you up, Kazuma. Luckily, our commander aura is quite helpful here. Try again. No one's quicker on his feet than me. We're going in, Mihiro. Don't get scared, alright? I'm not a baby, Kazuma. You're not slipping by me. See how you like this? I'm popping you like a grape. Plasma execution! Yeah, we can take the support strike. Support defend. Trap another hit. You can see support defend works real well with a shield. All hands, carry out your assignments to the letter. That's the secret to victory. Opening the Valstroke's bow module. Dual proton cannon. Fire! Great animations. Cargo hatch has opened. What? But the client's cargo's in there. Gundams? Those two were Gundam pilots the whole time? Maybe they were looking to slip away while we're keeping the enemy busy. No, I don't think that's the case. Did you copy, Kazuma? Mihiro? That voice. Quatre? You guys are pilots? Yep, we are. Didn't seem right to keep the boys tucked away with this going down. So that makes you... I owe you an apology, Kazuma. I had you guys all wrong. Thanks for showing me what a proper trailer looks like. Hero. Oh, whoops, forgot I was incognito. Let's try that again. I'm Duo Maxwell, aka the Reaper. We'll watch your back, Kazuma. Neither of us wants to see someone like you get killed. You guys. Kazuma. Hey, now, you're still not mad at us, right? Just said exactly what I needed to hear. Kazuma. You know what? I think we can be pals after all. We're very grateful for your assistance, Mr. Duo. Mr. Quatre. Don't mention it. We can appreciate the value of human life as much as the next guy. Let's get to it, Duo. We may be looking at humanity's newest nightmare. We don't have enough... that's fine. We can fire a shot out this way. The enemy can't hit. And we get a support attack. Actually, if we support... Can we support with something other than the plasma execution? No, out of range. We're not going to use this support because the plasma execution is very energy intensive. Alright. We can bring Death Scythe up here. What's my spirit commands here for Duo? We're going to focus. And we're going to move on up and start cleaning out some of this chaff. Death Scythe doesn't have many attacks. Watch as I make one goon become two. It's practically magic. But the attacks it does have are quite useful. I don't know why it's called a beam scissor. It's clearly a scythe, but, you know. That is the official name of this weapon. Quatre's Gundam Sandrock is quite useful by virtue of having a resupply module. We can use it to refill our ammo. Oh, or even our energy. A Cross Crusher to... This guy will be fine. I'll get you. There's so many dynamic kills in this game. I love it. Hold on now. Oh. The Valhawk has a alternate mode as well. We can make some use of that. Whee! I know, right? But for whatever reason, the official name of the Death Scythe is Scissors. Mihiro, give me a read on his trajectory. Okay, sending it to you now. Crap, I don't know if I can hit this. Back me up with targeting, please. Roger that. Target locked. Wait, we've got that dialogue before. Get back here. We're not done with you. It even has dynamic kills in jet mode. I love it. Quattre's a little bit out of range to fight back here. Enemies are not particularly accurate. Good hit. I'll just keep targeting Quattre. Conveniently, oh, hold on, let's cast Strike first. Conveniently, the Valhork's micro missiles have IFF. They don't damage friendlies. Also, we get to see what a map attack looks like in this game now. Don't waste ammo. Our greatest foe is our bank statement. Projection of effective points of impact. Good job. Blast them with our guided micro missiles. And we'll show off the Valhawk's top attack, in Air Force mode anyway. Heat Edge Exploder, which is a interesting attack name, but we'll go with it. Flame on, Valhawk, we're bringing it home. Not quite lethal. That's fine. Because now... Duo can finish him off. The last unit's making a run for it, Kazuma. Get back here, you jerk! Whoa, is that Tekkaman Blade? No, I don't think so. Maybe it's one of their buddies. Hold on, something's off there. Who could this be? I have no idea. Whoever they are, they've got a lot of daggers. Oh, what was... They're fighting each other? Watch it, Kazuma. He's heading your way. Whoa. We won't find out who that is until much later. The White Unknowns exited our radar's range. What was that thing? You alright, Kazuma? I think so. Guess that guy didn't want any trouble with us. Father, we're not reading any other unknowns on our scans. Looks like the storm's passed, then. Everyone, back to the ship, and bring me a status report. Copy that, Dad. Can you believe we've only been on this job a few hours? At least I'm going to have plenty of material to fill up the ship's logs. It was our responsibility to escort you safely and quietly to the Earth, and we failed. Please accept my deepest apologies. Dad, you do remember that they're the ones who decided to jump into the fray, yeah? Pipe down, Kazuma. This is egg on the collective Valstrik family face. And I'm head of our family, not you. Fine. Captain Bless, Kazuma does have a point. We joined the battle of our own volition. Oops. And if you ask me, just meeting Hawkeye, the legendary trailer, already makes this a good deal. Oh, seems like our tales of our boss's bygone youth are pretty well known. My youth is nowhere close to being bygone, Horace, thank you very much. Sorry, boss, just a slip of the tongue there. Either way, don't beat yourself up over what happened, Captain. Please, I insist. Then consider it our apology to Kazuma for our rude behavior. Yeah, that was my bad, Kazuma. I shouldn't have tarred you guys with the same brush as those pirates back there. So long as we're clear on that, we're cool. There are a lot of pirates out there calling themselves trailers, so it's an easy mistake to make, especially since there aren't a lot of real trailers left either. Just don't forget that those guys in proper trailers are as different as night and day. If anything could convince me of that, it's your pride. Pride? Seems a little heavy, to be honest. Okay, I understand where you two are coming from. How about this, then? The contract's void. We'll get you two over to Earth as a personal favor. But, boss, wait just a moment. Are you serious, Dad? We're in no position to work for free right now. No? What happened to all that talk about trailer pride, Kazuma? If word got out that the Alstork family had to be bailed out by its escortees, you could kiss our hard-won reputation goodbye. I see. As they say, fame is better than profit. Either way is fine with me. Not like we're the ones paying for this. If this is how you want to do it, we sure ain't complaining. Father, are you certain? Yeah, it's fine. Just look at it like one big company vacation. Besides, I've always wanted to show Earth to my hero. Thanks, Dad. That said, we aren't exactly rolling in it, so you folks will need to pay for your own food and such. That'll be no problem. We look forward to making this voyage with your family, Captain Bless. Guess this means we won't be employer or employee for the rest of this trip, huh? Yeah, pretty much. Here's to the road ahead, Kazuma. Here, here. And Duo, you're pretty familiar with my dad, right? Yeah, word about Hawkeye, the greatest trailer ever. Made rounds, even back at my colony. I sure didn't expect him to know about me, though. Should have known better. My dad and Gurrent never really talked much about the old days. Since you'll be around, mind hitting me up with some of those stories you heard? Oh man, I got one you have to hear. So there was... Okay, that's enough idle chit-chat, you two. Not only are we behind schedule, we have to shave our lost income out of our expenses. Tighten your belts. As the trail lieutenant goes, time is money, and money is time. Aye, aye, boss. That attitude's why I knew you were the greatest trailer around. To your stations, everyone. Duo, Quattro, you're in charge of running shipwide checks and backing up Shihome as navigator. Sorry, we have to work? Didn't you hear what Kazuma said? Our relationship's not trailer inclined anymore. Sorry, but our ship can't afford to have freeloaders on board. Nice one, Dad. Here's to the cheapest trailer in the universe. Yeah, that's got a nice ring to it. Ugh, I guess the Reaper reaps what he sows. Don't complain, Duo. You might just make for a good trailer someday, you know? Hey, I didn't ask for a limo, but excuse me for not wanting to work my way to Earth. Alright, crew, give me a check on all systems. Initiating total check. SPLS, CCM, RPM are green. No issues with the built-in test. Lift deck is online. Common radar systems are standing by. Valhawk, all systems clear. Check. All clear on our end. Units idling and standing by. Life support system is cleared its online checks. No abnormalities across the ship. Thrust is holding at 80%. All checks are confirmed. A-OK. Set a course for Earth, then. Full speed ahead, Valstork. Earth. I'm finally about to see it with my own two eyes. We'll be reaching the solar system soon, won't we, applicant? Yes, the navigation program has already completed 99.962% of its routine. I confess, I did not expect us to travel to this remote part of the galaxy again. The star system is presently home to an unusually high number of commingling forces. Radam, machine life forms, even the evoluted. How lucky for us. And if what applicant's after is also here, then this voyage is looking to be very worth our time. Are we to begin operations soon, then? No, our schedule is clear. We need to wait 8 Earth months before we make our move. But there are a lot of unknown variables around. Applicant, have your doll cut them down to size. Acknowledged. Hopefully this voyage will turn out fruitful. The survival of all knowledge depends on it. Ooh, spooky. All right, time for our intermission. Here we can look at pilot stats for all of our pilots, unit stats for all of our units, including both modes of the Valhawk. We can save the game, which we shall do now. We can also do pilot training. Remember those battle points we mentioned earlier? We can now spend them at a 1-to-1 rate to increase the stats of our pilots. We're going to hold off on that for a bit. Upgrade units. This is how we upgrade units. You can see all of these units go up to 15 bars because these are from favorite series. The Valstork does have a separate upgrade meter, swap, which is 3 bar, which goes up to 3 bars. Swap will let us switch out units that we have deployed for units that we haven't deployed in battle. The reference, this is where we can find all of our explanations for all of our things. Notably, you can see the anti-beam field and a hyper jammer that the Gundam Death Scythe has and Gundam Sandrock have. Over here is skill parts. We don't have any of those, so we can't interact with this. We also have equip parts. This is where we can equip those propellant tanks, cartridges, and repair kits. There's also a shop. We can sell these reusable parts. We cannot buy anything in the shop yet, although we will be able to later. We can also change pilot, any pilot swaps. Change frame, any frame swaps. We can go to settings. We can change what pilot, or what weapons are, etc., etc. And we can head to the next chapter. So, let's get moving. June 19, 99, Alliance Space Calendar. Ship's log. It's been several days since we left Bit, and things have been mostly okay. That is, if you don't count a couple pirate attacks, but Duo and Quatre, meanwhile, have really settled in with our crew. Overall, it's been pretty quiet, and today should be no different. If I had to complain about anything, it'd be this company vacation deal. The threat of that 36th bankruptcy is still hanging on over our heads. What are you up to, Kazuma? Duo, don't sneak up on me like that, man. What you writing? A private journal? Who? Poetry? You could kind of call it a journal. It's the Valstork's log. Dad put me in charge of keeping the thing up to date. Ship's log, huh? Not exactly the first thing that comes to mind when you say trailer. Dad's really into keeping journals. He's always going on about how important memories are. Not that he'll share any of his or anything, of course. You can say that again. He let us know the subject was off limits with zero ambiguity. Still, isn't it usually the captain's job to do the ship's log? He's just being lazy, like I don't have my own stuff to do around here. Speaking of, shouldn't you be cleaning the ship, or is this your excuse? You're one to talk. You ought to be doing the laundry right now, no? I say this calls for a deal. What do you say? Sure thing. I ain't telling them if you're not. No, dear. What are we ever going to do with you two? Shihomi, where'd you come from? Duo, for crying out loud. I can't believe you left your post. Crap, and she's got Quatre with her. Duo. Slacking off's a big no-no, and that goes double for laundry duty. With so many ladies aboard our ship, you can imagine how many clothes there are to wash. That's the thing, Shihomi. Most of the clothes are, girly things, if you catch my drift. Oh, right. Our only boy on board is Kazuma, so that didn't even occur to me. We'll ask Carrot to handle the laundry. I'll let Dad know. Does that mean I get some time off? Not quite, mister. You can help Kazuma out with his cleaning duties. Ugh, seriously? There's a trailer lieutenant for this, you know. Those who don't work, don't eat. We're having cabbage rolls and onion soup on today. You don't want to miss out, yes? Do keep an eye on them, Quatre. Man, I'd be all over that menu if it wasn't Canny's cooking. Tenji says every dish will be loaded with mayonnaise. Complaining won't clean things up any faster. Chop, you two. Back to work. Shihomi, Canny, Mihiro, everyone loves you, Quatre. No wonder you got it so easy. That's not why. I just finished all my chores already. Chalk it up to having so many big sisters. He always gets along real nice with older girls. Duo! We're working. And since we're here, mind telling me about yourselves? Us? Yeah, your Gundams were major players during the Revolutionary War a year ago, right? I've heard plenty talk about Gundams before, but this is my first time seeing one. Plus, I know pretty much zilch about the pilots. You guys must have had one hell of a ride together, huh? The story's just about as fun to hear as it is to tell, really. War's always like that. All we did was fight to free the colonies from Earth's iron grip. That's it. And Trace Kushrana's work during that time got us the new UN government we have now. Not just his. The peace and unity humanity found was born of the blood and sweat of many others. Not that anyone figured the Radom would turn up and start shooting right after all that. And we sure as hell didn't think humanity would go looking to kick off another war with itself. Right. From what we heard, there's a ton of tension between Earth and the colonies again. Pretty much, yeah. As it turns out, total pacifism is one of those easy-to-understand, hard-to-pull-off deals. We saw a lot of the ugliness inside people back then, too. I reckon most space pirates would still be on the straight and narrow if war hadn't broken out. Still, Kazuma, we did gain something from that battle. It didn't last long, but humanity had a taste of true peace. And personally speaking, I made wonderful friends along the way, including Duo here. Only you can say stuff like that with a straight face, Quatre. Speaking of, there were 5 Gundam pilots, right? What happened to the other 3? Who knows? Some are in the same business as us, others have gone AWOL. Was that alias you used before, Hiro Yui, from another pilot? Yeah, he's a real piece of work, that guy. I bet he'd get on your nerves if you met him. Move those hands, Duo. You're a sweeper, right? Get to sweeping, then. Psh, that's a crummy joke even by your standards. And this trip of yours to Earth is part of another mission? Sorry, Kazuma, we're not at liberty to say. Yeah, that and our sponsor is as top secret as it gets. It's cool. You get plenty of clients with secrets in this line of work. Mind if I ask a question of my own, then? How'd you guys come across the Valstork? As far as I can tell, this ain't any refurbished Alliance model. And it's got a ton of tech that I've never seen before, too. Come on, you can tell us. Is this a prototype Zaft chip or something? I'd tell you no prob, but we don't actually know, honest. You don't? From what I've been told, the Valstork's been in service since my grandpa's time. It's been through some major repairs, but the baseline systems have all been the same since. Wait, back up there. Are you telling me the ship's been around for decades? Yeah, and Carrot's about just as old, too. That's unbelievable. The Valstork's far beyond anything the Alliance has. Told you, we don't have a clue what's up with it. Still, while we don't know where the tech comes from, we could tell enough to work with it. So if anything, that means the ship has to be man-made, yeah? And as the trailer lieutenant goes, use anything useful, especially if it's valuable. Duo. Yeah, sounds like black technology stuff. The folks at Mithril would love to hear this. Bottom line is, we know enough to put the ship to work and fix it up when we need to. That and my Valhawk's plans, and we got from what we could access of Carrot's black box. Didn't you ever think of selling that technology to the Alliance? We trailers have always worked as freelancers. Butting up with the powerful ain't what we do. This is what's ours, we use ourselves. That's what folks would tell you, at least. Real talk, the gist of it is the trailers, politicians, and army men never really liked each other. Makes sense. The man wants traffic and trade under its thumb, and trailers ain't helping. Yeah, which is why there are plenty of goons taking a stab at the Valstork. Rumor has it there's a pretty juicy reward for our capture. Jeez, quite the ship lady sent us to. Relax, Duo. Those pirates are all dumb goons. They try anything with us, they'll be crying uncle before they even know what hit them. But worst case scenario, all our ship's plans plus a backup of our family's vital data are set to be fired off in an escape pod. That said, we've something far worse than space pirates on the horizon. The Radom in the orbital ring, eh? They've held the upper orbital ring for 3 months now. Since the first attack. And they've been using it as a forward base for their invasion of Earth since. Which is why the equator's always lousy with the things. It's a real pain down there. And you can't even talk to them because they're weird chittering bug monsters. You squish them or get squished. That's it. And they're crazy powerful. That's the most surprising part. Much as Earth pushed back, the Radom still took the ring without breaking a sweat. Even with those forces weakened, after the Revolutionary War, that's still very worrisome. But word is the Alliance is gearing up for a major counteroffensive. They better. Humans can't keep getting their asses kicked by a bunch of monsters. That's for later, though. And getting to Earth right now is still our biggest problem. As soon as we get anywhere near the orbital ring, we'll have the buggers hot on our tail. Hey, you there. All done with the cleaning, I hope? Crap, we got Kenny on our tails first. Get back to work and make it snappy, Kazuma, Duo. I see some dust over there. Hey, Quattro, do you mind helping me with the tasting? Of course I can. Seriously? Did she not hear him talking, too? Yeah, welcome to my world. This is how it's been for 16 years straight. My heart goes out to you, Kazuma. What are you thinking out there, jackass? Talk! We had Radom all around you, and what? We had Radom all around, and you, what, decided you needed a nap? No, stop. Why are you defending him, Aki? Our Blue Earth took a major beating because of this idiot. Hell, look at the injury you got over his crap. Say something, you goddamn dangerous boy. I knew we couldn't trust you. I'm getting you kicked out of the Space Knights right after this. No! Let me make something real clear, D-boy. We only keep you around because you're a Tekkaman. If you won't fight, then you're just dead weight. That's enough, Noel. We should be grateful he's fighting the Radom even with his amnesia. We all got problems, and we're all fighting the bugs. The only thing he's got going for him is that he can turn into one of the Radom's commanders. If he couldn't do that, he'd just be a waste of oxygen. You're right. I live only to fight the Radom. If I'm not doing that, then there's no point in me being alive. Glad we're clear on that. Now, our mission's still to check out the orbital ring's block number 20. And thanks to you, that's only half done. So get out there and don't come back till it's over. Right. D-boy. Chapter 2. White Iron Knights. All right. Now let's try this again. We gotta get this over with so we can get back to Earth. Radar's picking up signals. It's the Radom. Damn it, not again. We're engaging him, Aki. Roger. Tech Setter! Tekkaman Blade! D-Boy's deployed. You better fight for real this time, freak. D-Boy. I have to hurry, or else... Alright. So these Radom are actually kinda nasty. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull back to a more defensible position. Do we have a pair of 20s adjacent to each other? No. We want to put the Blue Earth on a more defensible position because Blade is more evasive by default. Let's get a crash intrude going. Death won't have me until I've killed each and every one of you, Radom. Feel the bite of my anger and all my hatred. Earth isn't yours to consume, Radom. Crash intrude. These Radom Beasts have a attack effect that lowers our mobility, so we want them to come to us. Where is it? There's the one that we attacked. If we look at the weapons, I thought they did. Am I misremembering? I might be thinking of... Maybe I'm thinking of the bigger Radom. That said, they do regenerate health. They regenerate 30% of their health and energy every turn, so we want to kill them in one turn if at all possible. See? Blade just parried an attack because he has a sword equipped and melee. And that was a melee attack. The rate of that happening is based on his skill stat. And he just completely nullifies the attack. And notably, their regeneration happens at the start of their turn. So if we can do something like... So we can get value out of counterattacks and then follow up on the weakened enemies. Just show off the Blue Earth's attack once, because you're not going to see it again. Because the Blue Earth is bad and I don't like Null, so I'm not going to deploy it if I can avoid it. Luckily for us, Blade can also regenerate a little bit. Nothing will stop him from destroying the Radom. Made it. This took way longer than it should have. Good work, D-Boy. Return to the Blue Earth, please. Wait, there's more of them. Crap, they still had all these up their sleeve? Return to the ship, D-Boy. We need to pull back. There's too many of them. We're not getting out without clearing a path. Fighting is the only way out of this, Aki. Roger. This is bad. I only have a few more minutes before it. How will an incomplete Tekkaman like you get through this one, Blade? But do try. I'll enjoy watching the pathetic end that awaits you. Oh boy. Yep. Again, we're going to stick here in our more defensible positions. Let the Radom come to us. I'm running out of time. Noel, something's wrong with D-Boy. Getting cold feet again, jackass? What's going on, D-Boy? Are you hurt? Aki, Noel, run. I'll hold them here. Trying to play hero for us? We don't need your pity. It's not... Look, I'm going to end up killing you both if you stay. You what now? I'm incomplete as a Tekkaman. I can only hold on to my sanity for 30 minutes. D-Boy, was that why you retreated during the last battle? Yes, I was nearing my limit. What happens after those 30 minutes? The Radom instinct that's been grafted onto my mind will take over, and I'll become a monster that lives to destroy everything in sight. Oh, no. Now hurry up and leave. I don't have much time left. Aki, how long has it been since D-Boy went out? 25 minutes. He's only got 5 left. I'll cover your escape. Get going. D-Boy, you. We're not leaving without you, D-Boy. Let's go, Aki. You're going to abandon him, Noel? No, we're going to send the Radom packing. Either that, or we go down together. Don't be stupid. Forget about me and escape. I ain't doing this for you, idiot. Like I said, you're a Tekkaman, and that makes you valuable. The Space Knights can't let you bite it. Not before the Radom are dealt with. Noel. Now pull yourself together and fight. We got 5 minutes to kill all these bugs. Roger. Struggling to the very last, Blade? Fine, I can just as well put you out of your misery myself. No, we have a new ping on radar. Something's coming. More Radom? No, it's a lone unit. Human-sized. Is it a new Techiman? No, it's not. That's a detonator of the Evoluted. The Evoluted are moving into this star system? Hush, dog. That sure is a powerful attack. They wiped out all those Radom with a single attack. Is that Techiman gonna bail us out? That's no Techiman, it's an Evoluted. Evoluted? I'll explain later, after we've dealt with the Radom. Hey, hang on. Are we just gonna let that Evoluted have the run of the place? He doesn't seem hostile to us, so he's no immediate threat. This can't be. Why would an Evoluted help the humans? I must retreat and report this to Lord Omega right away. I'm not convinced, but I guess we need all the help we can get right now. Hurry up, D-Boy, the clock's still ticking against us. Aye aye. I don't understand. Why is an Evoluted, and a detonator at that, helping us? So I guess we do actually have to advance forward. We'll repair Blade. And focus. I'm also going to do a quick battle save. Quickly, D-Boy, only 4 minutes left. What the hell are those? It's the Evoluted. I was afraid they brought up a full squadron. Oh, whoops. Damn it, they're trying to pick us off. What's going on, D-Boy? Are those hostile? I have no idea what they're thinking, but the new ones definitely are. What's with this guy? Is he turning coat? I suppose that Evoluted in the white armor is on our side. What is it now? It's a human ship, ID'd as trailers. No sooner do we give chase to those unknowns, but what do we find but an active battle? Dad, look, it's that armored guy from before. Plus the Radom and Techiman Blade from the Space Knights. They're seriously outnumbered. We gotta help him out. Dad, I'm going out. The Space Knights from the Outer Space R&D Agency. I guess I do owe old Freeman one. Bring us ahead, Horace. We're covering the Space Knights. Captain Bless, Duo and I will deploy as well. The Preventers and Space Knights are essentially sibling organizations, yes? Very well. Yeah, Pops, you really got our number. There's our 3 deployed units. Those are the Preventers Gundams. I don't know what they're doing with trailers, but any port in a storm. Hey, trailers, we appreciate the assist, but there's a catch you gotta know. A catch? Yeah, we got just 4 minutes to wipe out the enemy before things get hairy. We're counting on you. We're happy to assist our fellow spacemen. You can give us the details afterwards. Reinforcements. That's the Techiman Blade duo mentioned, huh? He really does look like that other armored guy. Stay frosty, Kazuma. This is your first tango with the famous Radom, so don't hold back. Be careful, everyone. It seems the Radom and the Unknown are hostile to one another. Meaning this is a three-way fight? Those are always a pain. Try to capitalize on the enemies fighting each other, but don't get caught in the crossfire. They're caught in their crosshairs. You got it. I ain't screwing up with Earth right around the corner. All these terms being used now is Techiman connected to Galgagar. The Evoluted are from Detonator Orgun, not from Techiman Blade. And their name's very similar to Galgagar stuff, isn't it? As far as I am aware, that's all that's similar, though. That's all that's connected, though. It's not actually... It's just a name thing. Oops. Missed a dialogue there. Damn you, evoluted. You and the Radam won't make a battlefield out of Earth. Let's just clear up these guys and move on to the enemy phase. Detonator Orgun will help us fight, of course. And one interesting thing to note is his defeat is not a loss condition. He'll just respawn at full health every time he dies. Alright, let's show off Blade's ultimate attack, the Volteca. To be fair, Innovator versus Innovate is like a thing that gets messed up within the series by like characters within the series. Three minutes on the clock, D-boy. Wipe out those enemies already. Question, is this vault? Nope, it's not quite big enough yet. I need the blaster upgrade. What? That's really weird. You would expect a trivia question to at least get the answer, to have at least have the answer right. Oops. We'll let Detonator Organ deal with those evoluted up there. Yo, Valhawk, we're hitting with our whole bag of tricks. Not quite lethal there, Kazuma. Gets a full heal whenever he goes down. Quit screwing around, D-boy. You've only got 2 minutes left. It's less that he gets his counterattack there, and more that he, his turn was next. So not quite. Gosh, I'm a little bit sleepy. All enemy forces confirmed destroyed. Surrounding area is also clear. Phew! Good job, everyone. Aki, how's the timer? We made it by the skin of our teeth. Let's recover D-Boy ASAP. Watch it. I think he wants trouble. Evoluted. I will not die. Not until I've told them. What do you want with us, Oregon? D-Boy. What are you after, Evoluted? Why did you help us? Talk! Oregon. Oregon? The hell's up with him? That guy makes about as much sense as Hero. It looked like he said something before leaving, though. I think I heard him say, Oregon? Maybe that was an introduction. Being up front's nice, but he certainly takes it to the extreme. Oregon. Detonator Oregon of the Evoluted. Many thanks for your help back there. We were in quite the pinch. Don't worry about it. Us spacemen need to help each other in times of need. Boss, that craft, the Blue Earth, it doesn't look like it has much flight left in it. We might have pushed her a little too hard to make that time limit. And all the way out here, far from any mechanics, too. Mr. Knoll, aren't you forgetting something important? Something important? What, you want me to hook you up with my beautiful operator? Ugh, no. Listen, when you're stuck out in space with nowhere to turn to the trailers for loyalty, security, and speed. And no other team embodies that more than our Valstork family. You got any idea what they're talking about, Aki? Sorry, you guys. This isn't exactly our area of expertise. Oh, jeez. Not surprising. The Space Knights have their own ships, so they don't need to hire anyone. You and that blonde boy, you're two of the Preventor's Gundam pilots, right? Keep quiet about that, please. We're in the middle of a major assignment. Aren't you a counter-terrorist elite team, though? Why are you cruising aboard a trailer ship? Let's just say it's a long story. Ahem. If you're having ship troubles, Miss Aki, would you like us to give you guys a lift? That'd be great, but what exactly are you grinning at? Ah, well, there's just a small matter of billing. This will come to a total of 30,000 G. We'll make it worth the price, of course. Back up there, you're charging us? Well, duh, we are trailers, you know. What happened to the we need to help each other in times of need speech? That was for the battle, not for this. And we're taking a vacation right now, see? Taking a vacation, not staking a vacation, Akane. Huh? Did I say that wrong? No, you did say taking. Stupid Horace, quit tricking me! Yes, ma'am. And, boss, I'm afraid they're putting up a hard bargain. Want to take over? You're with the Outer Space R&D Agency, right? I'd appreciate a chat with your Commander Freeman. Well, I'll be damned. The Chief's got way more connections than I thought if even trailers know him. He's a bit of an old friend, so you might as well catch up while we talk business. Sure, okay. You can settle your fee with him. Just let me report what happened to him first. Wait, where's D-Boy? You mean that guy who passed out when he got to the ship? He's Tekkaman Blade's pilot, right? Yes, he is. We should keep the number of civilians we let know about the Tekkaman to a minimum. We took him over to the infirmary. Mihiro's watching over him. What's with the weird name, though? D-Boy? It's more of a code name, really. He has amnesia, so he doesn't know what his actual name is. FYI, I was the one who came up with that code name. Not too shabby, huh? I guess, but what does the D stand for? 10G says dynamite. You're on 10G on delicious. Put me down for 5G on diving. Akane. Absolutely nothing points to him being a diver. I bet 20G on dramatic. Hand over all those bets then, because his D stands for dangerous. Wait, seriously? And we left a guy like that alone with Mihiro? Kazuma, wait. Duo, Quattro, we gotta hurry. To the infirmary. Where am I? Oh, you're awake. You're aboard the Valstork. Miyuki, is that you? Ah! Get off your hands off Mihiro, Mr. Dangerous. Kazuma, I don't want to hear it. Our ship ain't got rooms for a perv looking to get all handsy with my sister. Kazuma, wait, he just came too, so he's a bit confused. Yeah? And what's that got to do with him grabbing you? Sorry, I mistook her for my little sister. Your sister? Did your memories come back, D-Boy? Not yet. I think that battle must have triggered some flashes. Well, on the subject of your memories, you want to tell me about those Evoluted we saw before? Sure. You know those guys? something D heroes, something the ultimate D, something GX. A bit, yeah. I heard Tekkaman work as commanders for the Radam, and here you are, an amnesiac who flies one of those suits and conveniently knows the Evoluted. Who the hell are you, dude? D-Boy. As I already told you, I have absolutely no memories of my past. When I woke up, I was at the Earth Sphere and could tech-set with this system box. Tech-set? He means transform into a Tekkaman. And this crystal thingy is that system box? Imagine it's some kind of matter conversion system. So you're not actually piloting the Techiman? That's right, I don't pilot. I physically transform into Techiman Blade. Transform like something out of a TV show? Next, you'll claim that you were cybernetically modified by an evil organization. Horace? That's not until after the time skip do we meet the cyborg. I'm pretty sure we don't meet the cyborg until after the time skip. We don't know the specifics, but we fought against a Radam Techiman several times before, so it's clear that the Techiman and Radam are directly linked to one another. But we've no idea what the whole story is, and that's not changing till his memories come back. D-Boy's body does show traces of being tampered with, but genetic analysis confirms beyond any doubt that he's a human being. You're not wrong, RPD. This is making less sense by the second. The Techiman are with the Radam, but you're a Techiman yourself, and you don't care for the bugs, right? How'd that happen? Can you explain? Care you explain that? Akane, D-Boy lost his memories. Be reasonable with him. And the Evoluted? How do you know about them? I believe the Radam input data on them in my tech system. They're clearly marked as enemies. Enemies? Not just any enemies. The Radam have something of a major feud with the Evoluted. I had visions of massive battles between the two. But it's not like they're just here to exterminate the Radam for us. No, their actions thus far wouldn't make sense if that were the case. Still, they're capable of warring with the Radam on a galactic scale. I don't even want to think of what would happen if they decided to come to Earth en masse. But there's also that Evoluted with the white armor. He's helped us twice now, right? He might be on Earth's side then. That Evoluted's a detonator. That is, he's one of their frontline commanders. And here I thought he just looked like a Techiman. He even has the same job, eh? The only other visions I have are of them invading one planet after the next. I can't figure out why that detonator would help us. It's too early to say if he's actually on our side, or if he has another agenda. He did, after all, attack Techiman Blade at the end of that last battle. He might not have gone for the kill there, but I say it's best not to presume anything. I do think we should give him a simpler codename than White Evoluted, though. He said Organ back there. Maybe that's his name? We don't know enough to think otherwise, I say. Captain Bless, incoming message from the Outer Space R&D Agency. Oh? Okay, put it through. Come in, Valstork family. This is Heinrich von Freeman, commander of the Space Knights, and of the UN's Outer Space R&D Agency. It's been way too long, Freeman. Glad to see you're doing okay. I say the same, Bless. Last time we spoke was 15 years ago, wasn't it? Just about, yeah. I really appreciate the help you gave me back then. Please, the pleasure was mine, and now you've saved some of my people as well. How's the wife, if I may ask? I suppose I never told you, did I? Yumi passed away in an accident 10 years ago. I see. Forgive my indiscretion. Pay it no mind. It was thanks to you that I met her to begin with. But I think that's enough chit-chat for the day. There's business to be done, right? Yes, Noel's report has told us what happened. We'd like you to escort the Blue Earth back home. Naturally, you'll be well compensated for your trouble. Oh yeah, baby. That'll save us from bankruptcy for a while. Ah, who's this young man? Is it Kazuma? Yep, he's grown plenty since last you saw him, but his brain's about the same. He still has a long way to go. Dad, I know you're old friends and all, but could you tone it down? All that said, Bless, there's one condition attached to this job. I figured you wouldn't let me go without your trademark haggling. I'm glad to hear that. It'll save us both time. The condition is that you'll take on another job along the way. The Space Knight staff will also be at your disposal for that mission, of course. Bah, first we gotta investigate the ring while babysitting D-Boy. Now we're getting signed up as the trailer's helpers? And what is this job? Nurgle Heavy Industries finished a brand new concept warship at their Sasebo dock yesterday. The Alliance demanded Nurgle hand it over, which the company promptly refused to do. Said warship is now on the run from the Alliance and is just set off into space. Serves the Alliance right for thinking they can push everyone into playing their game. No love lost between you and the Army, huh? But aren't the Space Knights part of the military too? We're an arm of the UN Secretariat, operating under a separate chain of command from the Earth Alliance, which is controlled by the Security Council. And the Alliance doesn't like that one bit, I tell ya. Organizations attached to the UN Secretariat are just a step above enemies for them. And I take it that's the boat the Preventers are in too, yeah? How'd you... Ew. I've been listening to you and Quattro, dude. Didn't take much to put two and two together. Remember what we said before? Trailers live and die on their intel. Gotta admit, I thought he was an idiot. Dude's actually sharp. Guess being the Hawkeye's kid counts for something. We'd better stay on our toes. And what does that warship have to do with our job, Freeman? Everything. What I want you to do is destroy that warship. Its codename, Nadesco. I see. The Evoluted have been sighted in the solar system. I suspect those were just advanced scouts, but their main force is bound to show up soon. So this planet is to be the site of our showdown with them. How quaint. Contact the border fleets as well. We must hasten our conquest of Earth. Lord Omega, there is something I must do first. Do you mean Blade? Not a day goes by that I'm not haunted by this scar he put on my face. I'll never be free from my humiliation, fury, and hatred unless I cut him down myself. He is a formidable foe. Do you have a plan? Yes. I'll deploy the interference spectrum and send him screaming into hell with it. Those that are born of the Radam are fated to return to the Radam, and it's high time Blade understood that. Go, Dagger. Yes, sire. Professor Kanzaki, we are receiving an external transmission. Odd. It shouldn't be possible for anyone to open a direct connection to you, Isaac. Do you know who sent it? Unknown. But the transmission has a very particular wavelength, so I could pinpoint the general area where it originated. You do justice to your title of the top biocomputer in the world. Where's the source? Space. Somewhere in the vicinity of orbital ring block 20. From space? What's the meaning of this? Analyzing pulse. Relaying decrypted data to monitors. Orgon. What is this? Have I completed this game before? I've beaten this game like 5 times. I love this game. It is my favorite Super Robot Wars. Save. That said, we're going to stop a little early today. I am really, really hungry and I need to take a break. So, thank you all very much for watching. I will see you all on Thursday. Until then, bye-bye.